Have you ever started a DIY project and realized I am way in over my head? Well, today we're going to talk about 5 reasons why you should get a contractor to work on your house instead of thinking about doing it yourself. Hey, if you're new here, my name is Jason. I run JJ Realty Group based out of Central Texas. And I don't know about you, but I love DIY projects. I'm just not very good at them. I've actually got some pretty good experience. I used to work on custom homes back up in Colorado. But I want to talk about contractors and why they're important and what you might be able to do to be able to procure one if you're thinking about getting a project done on your home. So let's get into it. The first one is a good contractor will handle the permits for you. And my tidbit on this one is when you are working with a contractor, ask for those permits in a copy, get them for your records, and let them handle it. They've done it before. They know where to go. They know what they're doing. A good experienced contractor will be able to take care of that for you and take care of all the guessing work. Do it just to save you time, bar none. Let them take care of it, but get a copy. So that leads me to my second point. The reason why you want to get a contractor is they build a skilled team around your project. I cannot tell you how many times I've actually done something at my own house. I remember one particular, we had flooding in our master bathroom and we had to tear out everything, completely rebuild the whole shower. Well, I called up some people to see if we can get some stuff done. I ended up finding a guy who did tile, and finding a guy who did the plumbing. I ended up getting everything else, and I piecemealed all of this together, and I tried to take care of it all myself, but it just didn't work out super great. And also, I didn't really have anybody that I could kind of bounce ideas off of or anything like that, because the tile guy said, "Yeah, sure," and then he just showed up and did it. And it turned out okay, but ultimately, I think I would have saved a lot of time, a lot of headache if I'd have had somebody who's taking care of that for me. And really, my what I would probably say to think about a contractor on this is consider them like a project manager, right? They're going to have the experience to be able to get these team members in here, find good guys who are going to take care of the project for you, and ultimately hopefully save you money from what you would be doing yourself, especially if you do it yourself, unless you really take your time. But time is money, so this is a consideration. And that actually ties me into my third point, which is that they are going to help you improve your efficiency. In the project, you want it to be done as soon as possible. We all do. But a good contractor is going to have the right people with the right skills and be able to work it through the best timeline they possibly can. So these are those things to kind of bring up with them. If they have team members who are already involved, what are they going to do in order to help reduce the time of the actual project? So these questions and what we want out of them are things you should be bringing to their attention as you start to talk to them about it. Not necessarily just how many projects have you done and things like that, right? We want to get into more of the nuance of it to find a good contractor. The one thing I can't help you with is get them to actually return your phone call. The fourth thing that they can do is to reduce your cost in materials, because if they know what materials are going to cost more, they have bulk pricing that they can get through local distributors and things like that. They might be able to know if there's something that you're looking for that's actually going to be on back order from one location. They might have an idea of where another location can have it, or those contacts that they can do in order to say, "Hey, Betty, thanks for doing this for me last year. Can you please, help me out get this in a little bit sooner?" They might have some, right? Those contacts are imperative. Any good professional has those kind of, people in their lives that they can start to lean on. Beyond that, it's the DIY side of things that can really help. So I will give you a very personal example in my own home right now. So this is my induction stove. Love induction. Whole nother video by itself. But we originally had a drop-in regular electric. We took out all the cabinets, and it actually on this side looks pretty good, very flush, very clean. But I had to put these little aluminum markers in there because, as you can see, it's oops, not great. The wood turned out great, but the cabinet or the countertops are all kinds of screwy, and it's worse on this side. I just couldn't get that one removed. So I'm gonna have to eventually completely replace this countertop in order to get everything to match up. Yeah. So yeah, not my best moment, but we'll get it fixed eventually before we sell it, certainly. The fifth one, and not necessarily the final, I got a bonus one, so hang tight for just a little bit longer. But the fifth one is going to be not so much what they can do for you, but how to find one. Finding a good contractor is not an easy task, not one that you can truly trust, right? So, a couple different things I might suggest to be able to find one. Number one, reach out to your local real estate agent, see if they know someone, see if they've worked with a contractor in the past. We deal with a lot of different flavors on houses, a lot of investors, opportunities. Oftentimes, we have good contractors in our back pocket that we can lean on should you need one. or maybe someone, again, contacts, right, where we can find someone along the way. We might know a good builder who has one, and a lot of guys who do moonlighting who are really good at what they do. So yeah, reach out to your local agent. The other thing I would do is obviously comb the Google ads, find out what you can. Believe it or not, Yelp is also actually a pretty good place to be able to find things. So you can. Facebook actually too is a good one. Reach out to friends and family. The bonus that I would give you, and this has just come from personal experience, is get 3 quotes. I would say a minimum of 2, but 3 quotes is what I would suggest. Having more is great, but not always beneficial and sometimes a time suck. 3 is a what I have found in my personal experience to be a pretty good number to give you a good round view of what the total cost is going to be. And then if they're all about the same, go with customer service. Whatever the price is at, right? It might be a little bit more expensive, but having good customer service, especially when you're working on something like this, is really important. But yeah, I could keep going all day. What do you think? This is just the way I see it. This is my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe if this video was found useful for you. I've got more coming out each week. We're hoping to actually get to 2 within the next 2 months, a week, maybe even more. We've got video tours planned. We've got communities to look into, new developments, all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, be sure to stick around as best you can. We are here in Central Texas, serving everything from Waco to Austin. Love you guys so much. Thank you for watching the video. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We'll see you soon.